Well, good evening, everybody. Mic check. How am I sounding? How's it coming through? Oh my god.
Sorry.
How's the mic sounding? Does it sound okay, DJ? Are we a little quiet? Are we a little loud? We're okay? Cool. So, welcome. This is episode 21 of our retro segment, Gaming Through the Ages. And today is kind of like a catch-up day because last week I did a double episode where the first half of it I did NES games and that went pretty well. But then I did some...
Tried to, at least.
Well, we tried to do some Sega games afterwards and only the first one worked. So we wanted to tie up the remaining three. Now... One cool thing is that I was taking a look at the list, and coming up pretty soon is going to be another good double whammy of like a special episode, where it's going to be a whole episode devoted to a whole game. And the games that are coming up are the original Metroid game and the original Legend of Zelda game.
Nice.
So I had to kind of like split them up a little bit because I do want to play at least one of them with a friend. And so the thing is that a whole bunch of games came out in August of 1987. And of course, a week apart from each other was Metroid and Legend of Zelda. So I wanted to kind of get an even spread where, you know, I play one and then... Maybe I do the following week the other games that came out that month, and then I follow up with the other big game. So, that, that being said, I am very interested to see it, and I'm hoping that my friend is able to do both of them, but I at least want him to be available for one of them. So I'm checking in with him if he's available next week. And if he is, then we may start with Metroid next week and try to get through as much as we can. It's a big game, and Metroid also didn't really have good navigation back in those days because I did get to play a little bit of it. So I don't know if we'll be able to finish. I did play the remake, and the remake itself is pretty massive. So... I don't know how big the original one is, but without having like access to a map. So that might be something that I do is I might ask around to see if it's legit to do it blind or if I should have a map while going through it. Because if we have a map, at least it may make it completable in one stream. Versus if not having it and just going blind with a first playthrough, it might not be completable. So I might poll it to see what some people think over the course of the week. And then also it's going to depend if my friend's available. Because right now he's tentative, but he thinks that there's a good chance that he's free next week. So...
And that would be for Metroid?
That'd be for Metroid. We would start with Metroid, and then the next week would be the other games that came out in August. And then the following week would be Legend of Zelda.
Did I play Zelda already?
No.
Okay.
I played a little bit of it and you watched. Metroid from NES, right? Yeah. It's not that it's really that hard, it's that it's really long, and the game itself doesn't have an in-game map. Super Metroid was the first one that had its first map in-game. So it's more that navigation might be confusing and I might go in circles. One must be one of the longest games for the NES. I can look it up right now, really quick. Time to beat Metroid. Okay, so it says it's a 6-hour game on average.
I mean, you'd have to start the stream pretty early.
40 kb state. Yeah, they had. I think the most that they had on one cart was 128 kb, and that's on some of the later carts. That was like near the end of the NES's lifeline. Um, okay, but it said for speedrun, so this is where it's kind of a good indicator. Is that the slowest speedrun is 5 hours. So that might be more the average is like 5 hours.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, another thing, we've been a little bit on a hiatus over the holidays. There was like holiday reasons for it, like with family and stuff. But then the other reason is that both Needle Queen and I got sick, and we're recovering from COVID. So that's why you may hear us have a cough. We're kind of over the worst of it, and the only lingering things right now is mainly the cough for both of us, and I feel a little bit stuffy where like my nose is still not 100% like my sense of smell. Yeah, I'd take a look at that. That'd be interesting, DJ. We will probably get a full recovery soon. Usually the after effects of COVID are the longer parts. Usually the ones that people complain about and the whole long COVID thing. But anyway, on to the topic at hand. So the first game that we couldn't get to play. So I want to just preface with how the setup is now. Last week was the first time I tried this out. I own now a Sega Genesis, which is the American name for the Sega Mega Drive, and I bought an EverDrive for it because I found out that EverDrives have compatibility with the Master System games, so the previous console, which is the one that we're playing on the show. So I was trying to play some of the Master System games on the newer console, and we ran into some issues because one, the first game that you're seeing in the top corner, Gangster Town, is a light gun game, and there's no light gun for the at least I don't have a light gun that is compatible for the Genesis, aka the Mega Drive. And so this is one that we had to emulate. That was the first thing. Second thing is that the third game in the line that we're going to play also was a light gun game, so we couldn't play it.
Yeah, we had the rotten luck last
Yeah.
week.
You know, the first time I'm trying it on semi-OG hardware, I can't play it.
Yep, we tried.
Yep.
Efforts were made.
The second game on the list that we're playing just had compatibility issues. It wasn't running at the appropriate speed it was supposed to, and I think that there was, because of the different controllers between the systems, there probably was also a button compatibility because I couldn't select things. But yeah, so this stream we are emulating, and it's going to be a little bit awkward, but we're going to do our best. And, you know, it might be a short episode just because we only have 3 games. So with that in mind, the first one is Gangster Town. I'm going to put it in.
That's what he said.
And we're going to play it. We're going to play it hard, slowly, and enjoy our time with it. And also, I did want to mention, I don't want to, was that an ad or like a bot? I was about to start reading that. I saw that it was just a new person messaging. OFC? Yeah, fuck that. What a shithole. Anyway. What was I saying? Before we even get started, I did want to highlight one awesome thing. I'm sure that you already saw it, DJ, but we finally got a new emote. I have some ideas for new emotes now that I'm going to ask Mog about. No, I'm betting. I know, this is the 7-hour Chocobo Racing emote.
Because we're all scarred for life.
Yeah, that's the thing. All right. The demo for this game looks okay. So let's give it a shot. I'm going to move this over here, babe. That way we can...
Have sound.
Well, the sound's going to always come through there.
Oh, okay.
But...
So you can play.
yeah, so it's easier to play with the mouse. The mouse is going to be emulating the light gun because we don't have one. All right. Here we go. Okay.
Bink.
I have to tone down the sensitivity. Bink. Okay, the calibration's also bad. Look at this! Look at this!
What? Oh.
Look at where it's shooting!
Yeah.
It's not even shooting in the middle of the cursor. 0 out of 10 game already. I thought it was a little off when I tested this, but... Yeah, I have to offset the fucking cursor. Give me all the points, motherfucker. Damn. Yeah, literally the game is giving me the booty.
You have failed. Increase your level.
I had to hit the... Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm killing gangsters, apparently. Sound for the game is okay. Angels. Oh, and I have to prevent them from going to heaven. How many gangsters are in this car? Is it a clown car? Yeah, the music for the game is really good. Jesus.
We can still go on, which is weird.
That's a really bad sound.
Yeah.
I'm almost dead.
Huh?
It's because I'm almost dead.
That's obnoxious.
I'm died. I died.
I'm died.
I'm died. Try again. Never say die.
That's funny. Alright, my turn.
Okay. Go for it.
But this is weird though.
Why is it weird?
It just is.
That's the wrong mouse.
Which one were you using?
The one over there to your right.
Oh.
This is the mouse for my work.
Careful now. Sorry for the loud noises.
Yeah, sorry guys. Okay, I'm died.
I'm not gonna be able to write my full thing. Okay, I'll
Yas,
just put
queen. Nick.
This offset thing is really annoying. Okay. I have failed. I like that the comma's like all the way out here.
Yeah, because it's like allocating space for how long your name is.
Or could have been.
Yeah.
make it as far as you did. You failed. Yeah, that's. Why do I keep dying? Like, people hit me? People
Yeah.
shoot me?
The plane was dropping missiles at you that you never shot.
I see. DJ. Alright, cool.
What did you think?
I guess with practice it might be fun.
I want to see a little bit of this right here. Okay, so there's a level here, but it's kind of more of the same thing. So it kind of reminds me of Hogan's Alley. So I mean, for gameplay, you know, I kind of think it would be about the same, maybe 1 point less, because the game already existed like that. There was
the moving target is an interesting aspect, though.
That is. The graphics, however, are great for the game. The music, I was gonna rate the music high until that dinging sound when you're at 1 health. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, it's not a bad game by any means, but that beeping is the worst. It's killing my ears. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I can only imagine if you're watching the stream, it's probably worse.
Yeah, luckily you can turn down the sound. We can turn down the sound a bit too, but it's kind of like, yo, Popo, what's going on, my man? You know, it's the first time I've seen you in here, Popo. I mean, it says first time chatter, but how you doing? How's your day going? I have some bad news, Popo. I tried to do this on OG hardware before I found out that this actually requires a Master System, not a Genesis, because of the light gun. I'm doing pretty good. So yeah, I don't have a gun for the Genesis. I need to research into that more. And so right now we're emulating it, unfortunately, and I'm trying to get a feel for what games like were on the Master System. But yeah, pretty. It was a pretty good game, other than major beeping. So I'm ready to see what's next.
The offset of the cursor was also not cool.
I'd be driving a Mercedes, not for real hardware. Popo, I have an NES right now. I've been playing a lot of the games on it. Like 90% of the games that I've played on it so far have been the OG hardware, and I don't regret it. The NES was the best. So next up, I have to fucking emulators. So next up is another shithole. Let me move this over to this screen, and so Popo, since this is your first time in here, I don't know if you've watched any of this, but I guess it was your first time chatting, but the way that I'm structuring this show is that I've been playing the game starting with when the NES released and just playing all the home console games, so excluding PC, starting in order of release date from when the NES released. And so that was where most of the emulation happened on the NES, because now I do have an NES and I've been buying all the games that I can from a local retro store. And it's been pretty good. I've been really enjoying this journey and seeing a bunch of different games. Even people who've been playing retro games since the 80s. Well, I guess NES games weren't retro then, but when they were playing those games since the 80s, they were even finding new games that they didn't play back then. And I find that it's a really wholesome journey for a lot of people. So I'm hoping that there are some games that we can find for everyone that will expose you to new adventures. It really is. So, this is a hated game because almost every sports game on the Master System was called Great Something, and they turned out to not be great. And how do you guys like this 80s pink with neon lights? By the way, flashing lights, I'm gonna just warn people right now. Yeah, let me add that. Potential flashing light warning. We're adding that to the title.
Strobe lights for the win.
Yeah, strobe lights for the win. To make you really feel like you've been really down that memory lane. I can't, oh, fuck OBS. I can't use, what was it? It is that. Yeah. Alright. I'm down to see what this one's like. Oh, I have to change the settings again.
Cuckoo.
Yeah. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Where you go? I'm just kidding. Let's see. Oh, this one's yours, I think. Try it. Well, hold on. Let's try this. Try, press buttons. Press the buttons, it says. Oh, okay. It's not working then. Oh, because it's... Oh, it's not reading it. Fuck. Are you kidding me? Try. Damn it. Sorry guys, one sec. Technical difficulties. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, it does read it now. There we go. I think yours is the first one. Try it. Press up. Down. Left. Right. This one?
X.
Yeah. And then this one. And then this. Okay. So it is working. Let's apply that for now, and I'm going to move this over here. Man, computers suck sometimes. Okay. I think we're good. Let's try. Yeah, this didn't work before. This is annoying. Okay. Let's do 1 player versus 2 player. I think you're player 1. Look at those flags, guys. Assign points to your team features. Number of allotted points is 5. I guess this is to say what your team specializes in.
Oh.
You kind of just... That's okay. You were Japan. I'll be France for the heck of it. Cool. Let's try this. You know, this is already looking better than NES volleyball. Let's see if it plays better. You're first. y'all remember this? No good.
Yeah. I don't.
Okay, close. This is tougher. Okay, I sucked apparently. Almost.
I don't understand.
Oh, that was good. That was awesome. Oh.
What the fuck?
I think you gotta hit the ball, says Popo.
See, there's no way to control which player I am. It's annoying. I feel like that's been a thing with all these.
See, you're the one that keeps running into the net. Oops. Okay, it's your serve. Are you fucking me? So here's my recommendation, is if you're not sure who you are, just start moving around in circles. Yeah, like that, like you're not moving around, so you don't know who you are until like the last second.
Nah,
You're like all three of those.
I don't like it.
Okay.
But
I was looking over and then I just saw, I think you gotta hit the ball.
we did the exact same thing.
Yeah. Who let these people play for their team? Oh! Oh, you almost got it. Of the sports games, this one isn't bad. This is probably the better one.
Worse, but it's still not good.
Oh, nice. Oh,
That was
that counts? I thought that if it hits the net, it's no good. I was totally under its shadow. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Oh, it didn't count for anyone, so. Aha!
Oh, nice. Good. Nice job, babe. Oh! You got the point. I'm calling this review biased. Playing any sports game with a second person automatically makes it not shit. You okay? Plus, listen to the soundtrack. The soundtrack's good. This is a good game. I'm agreeing with you, Popo. That of the great sports games of the Sega Master System, this one is actually good. We played a couple others like Great Football and Great Hockey and stuff, and they were barely playable.
They were not playable at all.
But they were terrible.
What you're saying.
Like, they didn't even follow the rules of the sport. Terrible.
This doesn't follow the point system, and it's bugging me.
For volleyball?
Yeah.
I don't think I know about him.
It's the 15 love blah 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 like what have you?
Hi-yo!
I don't even know, but I know enough that it's not like standard.
I know there should be an end to this. I've never played competitive volleyball.
It's probably 15 points.
Oh, I hit it the other way.
I mean, you got the point, so what are you complaining? Ah, what the fuck? I clicked it to
But this is definitely a good one. I mean, hey, it had a pink intro. Set point, you're right.
Jarring.
I think my girlfriend just doesn't like pink.
It's not easy on the eyes. I'm done with this. I don't want another round.
You don't want another round?
No.
Just give it another 5 minutes.
It's more than you gave the other one.
No, we gave the other one a little more time than this one. See, you're getting the hang of it now. Like the... Well, you got the point. Well, okay, you get the serve. Okay. This is an example of a game that the NES would have problems with. Well, the NES did have a volleyball game, and it was really bad. It was 2-player, but where the shadow was landing for the ball was really bad. Like, it didn't correlate with where the hitbox was for the volleyball. Oh shit. Oh, come on, no. See, like that, I would say it's like, okay,
See,
yes, I am missing.
I didn't get a point, so like, what the fuck, dude?
So they had to flicker each other's frames. That sounds kind of weird.
That does.
But this one definitely does get a lot of praise. I do like it. Aww. You might have noticed that the Goombas in Super Mario Bros. Used to flicker. Oh, you're talking about yeah. I know what you mean now. If there's like too much information on the same row of pixels, then it like flickers. On the
Well,
NES.
this one is more like the shadow wasn't accurate, so even if you were like where you were supposed to be, you still wouldn't be able to hit the ball. But
Yeah. It's exactly like that. That was the problem with the NES one, was the hitbox was so off for the shadow. I got the point somehow. I don't even know.
it's because I suck, dude.
Ball Shack.
Ah!
That one's good. I didn't hit it. Your serve.
And I still didn't get a point, so there.
Yeah, because I think the point has to be when you're in possession of the ball. Aw, like that. See, the line is now under your flag,
Well,
so you get points now for. Nope. I fucked it. This one is a pretty good one. I'd rate this game above average.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good game. You got. The surfing nose is a different story. Yeah, the music is good. The soundtrack is amazing. I've totally noticed that a lot of the Sega soundtracks are really good, just in general. They must have had a better,
Efforts were made.
they must have had a better sound card compared to the NES and some... Like, just the quality of the sound.
I feel like you should play around
We are playing 2-player.
Huh?
We are
Yeah,
playing
that's what I'm saying. So like, you play one player, so you play against the computer, so you can have at least a decent amount of
Okay. Okay. 10 out of 10 game. 10 out of 10 game.
That's funny.
Where's Popo? Popo needed to see that. Just spiking a ball in someone's face. 10 out of 10 pink. Yeah, I'd rate this game pretty high. That's my signature move. One more match. I don't think Needle Queen is really in the mood for it.
Like I said, just do it against the computer.
Yeah, let me soft reset it so I could change that up.
That one is actually like a match.
Goodwill match, tournament play.
They tried. Oh, that's the other thing. I didn't set my points.
Yeah. That's awesome. Select opponent team.
Cuba.
No, we're gonna beat the Russians today.
Me.
It's the 80s, this is the Cold War. Man, though, they're sucking. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
That was out. That's my point. But man, they did some moves right there. I didn't even know that you could do moves like that.
Again, because you weren't
Fuck!
playing with a worthy opponent. I couldn't even serve the fucking ball straight.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
Oh, you can jump.
Yeah, you could jump. Motherfucker.
Dude.
I didn't hit it.
No, it just bounced.
Yeah. Fuck. This is tough. Damn, they're beating my ass. Okay, it's out. Give me the fucking ball. I didn't think it was going that high.
Just stay on the ground.
No, we're gonna learn. That's how we play. Damn it.
Whatever you say.
I have to say that we're getting a little bit cheesed on the hardware because it is on a computer, so the quality's a little bit better in terms of like the video and the audio, just by a bit. I should have just let it go. It was out of bounds. That's out of bounds. But the type of sounds that they could get with this this hardware is pretty interesting, and that's why I think like the hardware for the Sega must have been just like better or at least more powerful than the NES. The NES did make a lot of cool soundtracks in its lifetime, and I think it was like the creativity that made it happen, and not necessarily the hardware. The Sega was kind of carried by its hardware. That's at least from what I've seen.
Yeah, but it also makes concerned with making a game that works. So it makes sense that it's not until afterwards that once they've got that down, they're like, okay, let's add stuff. You know, we can now focus on other stuff.
The little slot of the front of the Master System played games off little credit cards. I did see that, but I didn't quite understand what that was. I kind of think that it was like little trading cards, right? They were their own little games. Dash was telling me that he played a little bit of the Master System and it was very underwhelming. Like he got like a handful of games, kind of like the Turbo Graphics. So is that a console I should pick up? Like, I have heard some good things about the Turbo Graphics, and it seems like it is something that did get a lot of good praise, but I've never played it before, nor have I seen a lot of games off of it. Would you recommend it, Popo? Oh, fuck. Oh. Like, what would you rate the console for the Turbo Graphics? Is it something that's like a 7 out of 10 or better? I only collect hardware. Getting software for the Turbo would be a financial nightmare, but a Turbo with an EverDrive, love it. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I might treat it the same way as I do what I'm doing with the Genesis and just do an EverDrive with the Turbo Graphics. Is the Turbo Graphics hard to procure, like the console itself? Oh, fuck.
Rip.
I should have just let it go. Motherfucker. Shouldn't be. Okay. Are you, because I know the Turbo Graphics is called something different in Japan. Are you able to play Castlevania Rondo of Blood on it with the EverDrive? I only am going to collect the games that I want to play, with the exception of the NES because they're cheap enough. Yeah, it's the PC Engine in Japan. But, that's why I was at, like, are you able to play Rondo of Blood using... Oh, no, but that's the TurboGrafx CD. That's what the equivalent of the PC Engine would be. What was that?
Just go with it. Take it.
It was like a curveball.
Nope.
Damn it. Negative. That requires the TurboGrafx CD expansion and the CD to play it on. That's an $800 investment just for one game. Well, that sounds like an emulation case. I really would want to play Rondo of Blood, but not if it's going to be $800. Yeah, I thought it would be the TurboGrafx CD, like, after thinking about it for a little bit, that was just a different air of a console. It's like the Sega CD. Man, I'm getting schooled. And it's over. Okay, that, now Popo just fucked me in the face.
You lose the match. Try.
That hand gesture, too. That hand gesture that he did at the end there was a little bit questionable as well.
What?
No, the guy that, like,
he was
losing...
like, but he was crying.
But then the other hand was just going like this.
Oh.
What's this emote? Hold on.
Beep, beep, beep.
Too spicy. Every category. This sound is definitely like a 9 or a 10 out of 10.
Sure.
For a sports game, this is really good. I think that they did the same thing in one of the other greats. I think it was Great Hockey that they also had the national anthems.
For each, yeah.
Yeah. The only ones I remember was the Canada and the United States, but it was the same quality, if not a little bit worse. And this one's better. I really like this one. This one gets a lot of high praise, and we're gonna come back to it in a little bit. So, oh yeah, this one was another light gun game.
Okay.
So now let me just change the cover. This is now the game that we're playing. It's called Missile Defense 3D. The sad part is it's not very much 3D. The cool part is it also shakes here too.
It shakes.
Yeah.
Is that the attempt at 3D?
No.
Okay.
I would hope not, at least. Okay.
I don't like it.
What is up with this? Hold on.
Is it supposed to do that thing?
Something's a little bit off. Give me a sec. Oh, because I don't have the light control. Oh, I think it actually was 3D, like using 3D glasses.
Yeah, and that's why it looks so weird without the
Oh my god, yeah. You were right. It is the 3D. Hold on, I'm gonna reset this. That was some AIDS. That was some fucking AIDS right there. I'm also gonna turn down the music a little bit. On our end. Fucking AIDS. Okay.
This episode just may cause seizures.
Yeah, this is a crazy episode. And the calibration's off on this one too. Okay, the idea for the game is pretty cool. I like this.
Execution?
No, I think it was well executed, but this was like a very niche thing. Like, you need to have the hardware for it. Like 3D glasses, the light gun. It definitely is not something that you can do on an emulator for this game. He needs to see this. Don't worry, we'll show Mog this when we I highlight all of my retro segments so he can definitely watch it. And I'm starting to think I'm gonna port these to YouTube and actually have a link for it. Bonus laser awarded. You now have 3. Yeah, this is really hard to play without having like the 3D glass stuff. The music's cool. ICBMs? Intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's what they're called. That's like the proper term for what they are in real life. I don't think I got.
Oh yeah, no, you have one more shot though.
Yeah. Your last chance. Shoot them down. Just before was. Good luck. Oh man. Okay, I don't know how much more I can do of this one. This sounds not too bad. It's bad, but it's bad, but it's not the worst. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but There has been worse.
My ears hurt.
I didn't shoot too many of them. This will be the last level that I do. Is these missiles, and then I'll do my grading. I think I missed 2. I wanted to end it like right there on that one. Yeah, I called it 2.
At least you kept up with it. I totally lost count.
It's more that it was easier to count the ones I missed than count the ones I got. Uh-oh, it hit. That didn't even have like much time. One reach. That's all it.
That's all it takes. Burn. Concept is cool though. It's just the whole shaking mess was an issue.
Yeah, like because we don't have 3D glasses.
Or whatever it was that they were using for this.
Yeah, to simulate 3D, it's rough. Okay, so here's the segment of the show where we grade the games. So I can already say that these 3 games didn't have a story. Yeah, I agree, DJ.
The last ones had a story. Take down the missiles before they reach the city.
Okay. I don't know if that's really a story,
oh my
but
God. You've given storylines to other games for less.
I'll give it a 7 in that case for story. But that's the bare minimum. Gangster Town gameplay is kind of similar to Hogan's Alley. What did I give Hogan's Alley? A 9. I'll give it a 7.5. Because it's like been almost 2 years since Hogan's Alley. It's kind of the same. There's more movement, but it's still kind of the same topic that you're just shooting gangsters and avoiding civilians. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8 because the plane was a little bit interesting.
Fair.
Graphics, it was nice. I like the graphics. I think 8.5 is good. And then
Mechanical keyboard sounds like Cherry MX Blue to me.
Nice.
It's not though. What is it?
It's just a Razer keyboard. And it's a membrane keyboard. And then the music, I think, for that game was like an 8.5 as well. Yeah, it was on sale. It was like $60 for this for the membrane keyboard. It was Razer Ornata. Grade volleyball. Okay, grade volleyball.
I don't want to talk about that one.
9. 9.
9 for what?
0.5 for gameplay.
What? For gameplay?
Okay, 9 for gameplay. Volleyball was really good. Graphically, I thought it was pretty good too. I'll give it an 8.5 for the graphics. Actually, no. You know what? 9 because of the little people faces. That was pretty cool. Music. The music, I'd give it a 10. Wow, this is a lot of numbers right here. Once you go mechanical, there's no way back. I like this because it's not as clacky as the mechanical, so it's a little bit quieter, and that was a thing for when I was
Yeah, like that's the one reason why I'm hesitating to get one is because I feel like at one point or another I'm gonna get sick and tired of the clackety clack clack.
Yeah, so I like the membrane. One from both of us. So I like the membrane because it gives that same feel as the mechanical, but without it being too clacky. I love the clacky sounds of the Cherry MX Blue. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, let's put on some My Hero while we're grading.
Background music, God.
Yeah, background music. Oh wait, not the long play. We want the music. Now, Popo, if you're still around, My Hero is one of those games that I think you would love, and I recommend that you do get a chance to play it. That's a really fun Sega Master System game.
Last of Us came out today.
Yeah.
Yes, go.
You're funny. Okay, the missile game, I'd give that one a 7.
Sure.
Okay, actually a 7.5. I liked it enough where the idea of, okay, you have missiles, you miss them in the first round, you have another round to like get them before it's game over.
I like that it's different styles of run too. So it's not like you're doing the same thing over again. It's like, okay, for the first time, here's the setup. Second time, it's like a different.
Yeah, and it's in a different terrain. It was really cool. I liked that concept. Now, graphically, I don't think it withstands the test of time. I can only give it a 7 because because it definitely requires 3D glasses in order for you to really use it. And I have an inkling that it might be particular 3D glasses too. Like not all 3D glasses would work. Like those ones that you snuck from the AMC after the movie that they tell you to return, those probably don't work. Let's see what else. Music? The music was pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of the Master System game musics were bangers. Definitely a 9. So I mean the rating that we had, I'm gonna just zoom in really quick. You know what, Popo? I'm gonna actually try the My Hero on the EverDrive to see if it works. So just to make sure, I actually have the ROM for it, but I haven't tried it out yet. That was one that I emulated because last week was the first time I got my Genesis. But yeah, if it does work, it's a great game. That's how passive 3D glasses work. They work by changing the shutter direction, so I can guarantee 100% that they will not work. Yeah, I know that there's some where the 3D is... It like uses 2 different images and like superimposes them from like each glasses. But yeah, so okay. So of them, I still think anything above a 7.5 is a good game. So they all were good games this time around, compared to some of the other ones. Boy, some of these games did suck now that I'm looking back on it. This one especially. What was this one? The Quartet game. Holy crap, that one was so bad. 2-player co-op. It kind of reminded me of like kind of like a side scroller going together, but if you were on the edge of the screen, you kind of ended up getting fucked if the other player went too far forward. I hate games that are like that. It's the Battletoad syndrome, which you'll see when we get there, because that's not a game that's actually beatable as 2-player. But this is where I am ending the show today. So, just to give a highlight again for next week. Next week, depending on whether or not my buddy can come, because I do want him to kind of experience the retro journey too. One of the games that's coming up is Metroid, and the other one is Legend of Zelda. So I'm not sure how I want to order these yet, but if my buddy is available to come next week, we'll probably do NES Metroid. And I'm super stoked for that. It will be freaking awesome. Now, the second, if he doesn't have the ability to come next week, then I might play this set of games, Arkanoid, Athena, Elevator Action, and Legend of Cage. And Metroid might follow after that. So we're getting into the August month of 1987. A lot of good games came out. And even more so, September had a buttload of games that I have a good amount of these, but I still need to collect some for having them available. My criteria right now for what I want to do with these games is if they're under $15, I will get the game. So like for instance, Stadium Events is totally out the window. That's gonna have to be played on the EverDrive. EverDrive would have to be like limited to these two games. They're very expensive. I think the rest of them are pretty affordable otherwise, and I could probably invest in them. But I have these two and Tiger Heli and Winter Games, so I just have to start looking at the retro store for the others. But that's not for another 3 weeks at least, and I think that we got some time before we hit those games for me to actually get them. No. DJ, 3 weeks until I get to these games in September that I need to collect for. It's not going to be 3 weeks till the next retro segment. So now with that, we're done for today. So let me see if there's someone we can raid. Yeah, I'm freaking DJ out. He's like, I need my retro fix, man. Yo, Popo. Popo, since this was your first time in, were there any games that were new to you that we did today that that you enjoyed? And I'm gonna look for someone to raid. All of them? Have you not seen any of those, Popo? Okay, I see Cornfed just went live, so he might get the raid.
Oh yeah, wasn't he
Gotcha, Popo. Yeah, the next Master System stream is going to be episode 29 is it's going to be in March actually. So that's another thing that I'm looking into. Probably if we do have Metroid next week or whenever I have one of my big streams for the single game, I might pull it out and I might see if when we start getting to a little bit closer to the Genesis timeline, which is 1989, I might start doing more frequent episodes because the games are going to take sufficiently longer that that I can't complete multiple games in one episode. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to have to do like a few at a time, or just do like a few episodes in a week and make them longer and do like the longer story games. I'd love that. Yeah, I know, TG. I know you would. Oh shit. Sorry, we had a silver alert. My phone was going off saying that there was an endangered adult. Yeah, it's not good. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to send it off to Cornfed. I've never rated Cornfed, and he is doing some new stuff on emulator. I think he's going to be transitioning to FF7 on console. Or actually, okay, here's another thing. Do you guys want more retro, or are you guys okay with Final Fantasy VII with Cornfed? It's a missing adults alert. Cornfed? Alright. I'll send it over to Cornfed then. And wish him good luck on the run. And Thank you guys so much for the stream. We'll have another one next week. It might be earlier in the day. This was a little bit of a late start for me. And I am hoping that that we do get to play Metroid. I am so stoked for it. I want to play the original Metroid. Not just dudes that are missing. All right, guys. So if you guys are interested, please join the raid. There is only a limited amount of time left, and show some support for Cornfed. I really would appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, good rest of your week, and I'll keep you guys posted. Oh, here is the Discord if you want to join to be on the lookout for stuff, and I will post if we do Metroid. And until next time, thanks guys. Have a good night.